Helena was always the type who walked fast, answered everything in a hurry, and smiled politely. City life shaped her like this: practical, efficient, and increasingly empty inside. Helena appears looking out of her office window, her eyes lost in the cloudy sky. She has just come out of an abusive relationship, and the breakup, even if necessary, has left her emotionally exhausted. She receives a message. "Congratulations on the new project. I need the preview by Friday." She sighs deeply. Her expression says it all. She needs to run away. She takes an old note that was kept. "When everything weighs, go back to the countryside. Silence also heals." Grandma Rosa. It was time to go back to where her heart had always found shelter, her grandparents' farm, a place that time forgot, but her soul always remembered. Helena drives with the window open. The wind hits her face, and for the first time in a long time, she smiles. The old wooden gate, the old house with a balcony, hanging ferns, the wood stove still in the same place. She steps barefoot on the dirt floor. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. The silence there was not an absence. It was presence. From the past, from memories, from the things that really matter. While exploring the farm's shed, she sees a simple man fixing the fence. It's Miguel. Linen shirt, straw hat, calloused hands. He looks up, serious but gentle. "Miguel, you're Dona Rosa's granddaughter, right?" Helena. "Yes, I am. She said that you took care of it here as if it were your own." Miguel, smiling sideways. "She said that this land had a soul. I'm just respecting it." She didn't know, but that tranquil look held more secrets than the starry sky of that night. Helena drinks coffee alone on the balcony. The smell of coffee with cinnamon, the sound of crickets. She looks at the horizon. She is exhausted, but at peace. Narrator. There, between the bush and the smell of coffee, Helena still didn't know. But I was about to find what I didn't even know I was looking for. Helena wakes up early, even without an alarm clock. The city seems like a distant dream. She starts cleaning her grandparents' house, sweeping the yard, dusting the old photos. In the middle of tidying up, she finds a basket left on the balcony. Inside, fresh fruit, eggs, and a small bottle with a note attached. "If you need more firewood, just let me know. On the farm, love is not screamed, demonstrates itself in silence." Miguel knew that. Miguel shows up to help fix the well. Helena insists on participating. She wants to learn, she wants to connect with the land. She fumbles with the tools, laughs in her own city way, and Miguel laughs with her, out of the corner of his eyes. Moments of exchange. She asks about the chickens, he teaches them how to make coffee in the iron teapot. Helena. "Have you always been like this, so quiet?" Miguel. "I talk a lot, only in silence." She smiles, and this time it's not a social smile. It's one of real enchantment. Late afternoon. Miguel passes by and sees Helena sitting with a blanket, looking at the sky. He hesitates, but sits on the other side of the bench. They are silent for minutes, until she says, "Helena, here, time has a different taste." Miguel. "It's just that here, we chew life slowly." She didn't know if it was the sunset, the sound of cicadas, or that calm look, but something inside her was starting to heat up. The next morning, Miguel shows up with an improvised bouquet of bush flowers. Helena doesn't know what to say. He delivers in a low voice, "Miguel. They are not from floriculture, but they are born alone in the countryside. I thought they were beautiful, like you." She smiles, and in that smile something changes between them. It was at that moment, between simple flowers and shy words, that she understood. The deepest feelings grow slowly, as the roots of love. Helena learning how to make bread with her neighbor. Miguel riding a swing with ropes for her. The two walking together unhurriedly, laughing quietly with complicity growing. Between silences that spoke and smiles that embraced, Helena began to realize that sometimes love does not scream. He arrives quietly, but he transforms everything. The day dawns heavy. Gray sky, strong wind. Helena lights the wood stove to heat water. Miguel arrives with his face wet from the drizzle. She invites him in. Helena, did the rain catch you in the middle of the work? Miguel, smiling with simplicity. I didn't even notice, but the water always finds us. She laughs. He enters. In the rustic kitchen, Helena serves 2 cups of coffee. They sit at the table, facing each other. The rain drums on the tiles. Comfortable silence. Helena, you know what's strange? Here I feel more me. Miguel, here no one needs to pretend anything. She stares at him longer than usual. The atmosphere deepens. The camera zooms in on Miguel's eyes. He looks at the coffee as if going back in time. Miguel, my wife died 8 years ago. It was fast, a fever, a hospital, and silence. After that, I stayed. The earth held me, but inside I was kind of hollow. Helena watches him tenderly. No interruption. She lets him continue. Miguel, I never talked about it. Not even with my mother. Only with the sky. But today, it seems that silence has turned into courage. It was as if the rain outside washed away the walls inside it as well. Helena holds the cup with both hands. Her eyes shine with suppressed tears. Helena, I thought that to love was to give until it dried, until it hurt so much that I stopped feeling it. I thought running away from the city would save me. But I think who's saving me? It's you. Miguel does not answer, but his gaze overflows with something he still can't say. The sound of rain increases, a thunderclap in the background. The light flashes and goes out for an instant. In the dark, she feels his hand on hers. Hot, steadfast. They look at each other. They don't kiss. They don't need to. He gently pulls her into a hug, a long hug, full of meaning. In that embrace lived what no words could translate: pain, relief, and the seed of a new beginning. The light comes back. The rain decreases. Helena lights a lamp. They are still there next to each other in silence. Miguel. The rain washes the ground, but it also paves the way for the sun to come back. She smiles. And in that smile, there is already a little love. Helena teaching Miguel how to make cornmeal cake. Miguel helping Helena hang clothes on the clothesline. A guitar leaning against the rocking chair, while the radio plays viola fashion quietly. Over time, the days are no longer just routine, and became shared moments. Each small gesture was one more step toward something that not even the two of them could name. They walk to a trail hidden in the woods, laughing, exchanging stories. They arrive at the waterfall. She is enchanted by the landscape. Helena, joking. It looks like a soap opera set. Miguel. Here there is only truth. Fiction is there in the city. They get wet, splash water on each other, laughing like teenagers. On the way back, they walk closer. The hands almost touch each other, but they don't. At the end of the day, Helena writes in her grandmother's old diary. Voiceover narration, voiced by. Why is it so hard to trust when the heart starts beating differently? I'm afraid. Fear of losing again. Fear of loving and hurting myself. But also, afraid of not trying. She closes the diary. He looks at the empty swing on the porch. Sighs. Miguel shows up at night with an unexpected invitation. Miguel. Tomorrow there will be a foro in the community. Simple party. Will you go with me? Helena hesitates. He realizes and retreats. Miguel, lowering his hat. But only if you want to. No rush. She thinks for a few seconds, and he smiles. Helena. Yes, I will. It will be good to dance without thinking. At the small rural fair, with flags, colored lights, and the smell of popcorn in the air, The two dance to the sound of soft music. They laugh, miss the step, but continue dancing. While dancing, soft flashbacks appear. Helena's grandmother's laugh, the silent embrace in the rain, the bouquet of bush flowers, the silence shared on the balcony. That dance was not just two bodies. It was of the hearts that were, little by little, finding themselves in the rhythm of simple life, because what is true, the heart never forgets. They stop dancing. They stand there, facing each other. Helena touches his face slowly. He holds her hand. Miguel, looking into her eyes. I think that time has brought me you. She responds with her gaze. And this time, the silence says it all. Helena, with a basket in her hand, walks alone between the trails, picking flowers from the field. The camera focuses on her serene face. It was as if, finally, her heart had learned to breathe peacefully. Miguel takes care of the plantation, but his gaze is distant. He hears a female voice in the distance. It's Helena, singing softly while washing clothes in the river. He stops, without her seeing, and observes. The camera shows his face, delighted but respectful. When I planted the first corn here, I thought it was just the land I was taking care of. Little did I know that it was my heart that was going to bloom. In the evening, Helena prepares a simple meal, cheese bread, corn cake, and fennel tea. She invites Miguel. They eat together by lamplight. There's not much to say, just an exchange of glances and laughter. Helena. You know, I got here running away, but now I stay because I found it. Michael. And what did you find? Helena, smiling, emotional. You. They are on the porch. The stars cover the clear sky inside. Miguel takes a flower from the bush and gives it to her. Miguel. I don't have a jewel or a gift, but this flower grew on the side of the fence, right where you stumbled in the first week. Helena holds the flower as if it were a treasure. Miguel, in a low voice. Stay with me. Here, in the middle of the woods, where your love found me. She holds his face gently. Helena. I already was. My heart is here. From the first smell of coffee. They hug. Not a soap opera kiss. A whole hug. Strong. Honest. Helena taking care of the chickens, Miguel playing guitar on the balcony. The two hanging together a sign at the entrance of the house. Butterfly Corner. A tribute to the transformation of both. Love didn't scream. He did not impose himself. It came like the morning breeze. Silent, but impossible to ignore. Because sometimes it is in the middle of the woods that the heart finds what it did not even know it was looking for.